Hey everyone, this is Mike, and welcome back to Thinking Your Way to Happiness. And today we're going to talk about the self-defeating belief of fear of rejection. Now, rejection is a big thing. Fear of rejection is when you feel like if a person rejects me, it proves there's something wrong with me, and that if you are rejected and you're alone, you are bound to be miserable and worthless, and what's the point of going on if people don't accept you and they reject you? Well, the fact is that you don't need a person's approval to be worthwhile. If people reject you, that doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. If people reject you, it doesn't mean life's not worth living. People reject us all the time. Even people we love. People don't, like everything we do, but that doesn't mean we, in our totality, are bad people. So this is a kind of distortion on its face, because if someone rejects you, that does not mean you're worthwhile. You're not worthwhile. How many people throughout history have been rejected? Some of the greatest artists and poets and writers in their time were disparaged. They were attacked. And it was only after they died that they were recognized for their greatness. So in the moment, people rejected them left and right. How many great people throughout history were rejected? And future generations revered them. So no, the idea that if people reject you, if some people reject you, even if all people reject you, that means you're worthless and you're not worthwhile and you're a bad person, that is absolutely not true. We have so much evidence for that. Again, you want people to accept you and like you, and no one wants to be rejected. But must people? And again, all people, right? So no one can reject. What if some people? What if some people like you, accept you, and some people don't? So this is the problem, right? And what if some people reject you, but only a little bit of the time? Is it a little? Is it a lot? Is it? So this is one of those self-defeating beliefs that is very damaging. And one of the things you can do here is the downward arrow technique. Downward arrow technique says, what would it mean if it was true? So let's say people rejected you. What would that mean? Well, it means they didn't like me. Okay, well, what would that mean? Well, maybe I'm not a likable person. Well, what would that mean? But maybe I'm not good. I'm not good enough. Well, what would that mean? Well, then nothing I do matters. Okay, well, what would that mean if nothing you do? You keep going down to find the real fear. What's the real fear? Maybe that you're not doing what you want to do. Maybe that you're not fulfilling your dreams and goals. Maybe it's not other people. Maybe it's you, that you're not accepting yourself. And maybe, there's things that you want to do. So let's go down a little deeper. So this could be an example of the downward arrow technique. So again, throughout the week, if you have this fear of rejection, people, shouldn't reject me, otherwise I'm worthless, question that. Do the downward arrow. What would it mean if they rejected me? So what? What would that say about me? And then whatever answer you got, what does that mean? What would that say about me? So what would be the consequences of that? And keep going down until you find the core fear, and then challenge that fear. And then for that, maybe you can examine the evidence. Where's the evidence for that core fear? But let's try to examine the downward arrow technique for fear of rejection. Hope you find this helpful, and I'll see you next time.